Hey everyone, Radical here. I'm back with another video today, and we are playing PvP here against Johnzyna. And I think this was one of the most interesting matches I've played in my beta stage here, so I think it will be interesting to watch. And yeah, that's why I decided to cast this. Sorry for the lack of streams in the past. I didn't get to play as many games in a row, so it wasn't really worth it to stream these matches. So yeah, that's why I didn't get to upload that much, because I didn't get to play. But yeah, this is also an older game. Some sort of early skirmishes going on. I lose these Forsaken. He actually lost his Dread Charger, so I start to retreat because these ones are low, but if I heal them up, I will be at a small advantage. We've got Shadow against Shadow, which is going to end up in a Forsaken spam like this. And right now things are still quite even. Right here I'm pushing a little bit too far, I think, because I have still these damaged units on my board. Sure, I can just motivate these ones, which is not going to happen. But yeah, as you can see, I actually waste a little bit too much here. Double Frenzy by him, single Frenzy by me, and now it's going to end up in a pretty messy fight. Where I'll retreat, because these ones are about to run out, these ones are dead. We've got 4 Forsaken here, 2, 3, 4, 5 Forsaken right here, and the even score, so I'm slightly behind right now. Which is not so great for me, but this push I think I'll be able to get some of this back, because my focus fire here was a little bit cleaner so far. And yeah, these ones actually end up dying, but that's fine. These ones are about to run out. And yeah. Dread Charger dies, 1 Forsaken squad dies, that's fine, that's good for me. Right now, we're still quite even. I'm just up by 10 power. As you can see, the score is almost even. He spent 10 power more than me, but we are equal on units, so it's the entire advantage of this fight. So after all these messy Forsaken spamming, we're still even in this game. I get to take this power wall a little bit earlier, which gives me another 10 power lead here, but it's still nothing significant. Power wall taken here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Forsaken against 4 Forsaken. Yeah, I'll speed this up because I think it takes a while until we fight again. Yeah. Okay, we got a Dread Charger here trying to flank around this to get a nasty, but he actually saw this early enough, so he doesn't get in this position where I would be able to flank him. And he also plays a preemptive Nox Trooper. This actually happens also because we get low on Forsaken charges, so this is actually a good move by him. But yeah, the nasty still was okay, I think. Got a good amount of damage done, but okay, he retreats here, so it's not optimal, because if he heals this up, the nasty was not power effective, even though we had this skirmish right here. 6, 7 Forsaken, 5 units by him, and right now I try to push good nasty by him here, which is actually very important. Fake Frenzy and Mass Frenzy here. Right now I actually try to get this power wall, but these ones actually ran out, and so this attempt actually failed. He had to frenzy all his units, so these are going to die, which is quite fine for me. The skirmish was power effective for me, but still it's not that good, because I'm out of Forsaken charges, so I'm not going to take down the Sweater. Even though if I'm still trying to get it, it will be very hard. Good move by him, soaking up the Frenzied Forsaken. They would have died anyway, so you can actually use them to soak up a Stretch Charger. And yeah, now we get to see more different units because the Forsaken charges are pretty much gone. And yeah, the Overload here, this was bad by me, good by him to just keep this one down. But now I actually get to kill the Nox Trooper myself. And we're still trying to pressure here. So right now I try to mass activate my Skeleton Warriors, frenzy my Forsaken to get the swell down, and I spawn additional stuff right here to get the swell. But sadly this one still is alive, which is quite bad for me because I spent a lot of power, and therefore I actually made a mistake. Because I can't nasty them, this won't be enough to kill them, and I just try to get this desperately, and thing is, it's just not enough. I ran out of charges, he had a lot of units around, and since this one survived, I'm actually in a quite bad spot. Even though I actually tried to go tier 2 fast, he still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units on the board, and he's actually doing the right thing. He immediately attacks to focus down my well right here. So it's pure Shadow against Shadow Nature, which is, I think, a very interesting matchup, and also a matchup that's not that often seen here. So right now he spawns another Nox Trooper, 2 Dread Chargers, 2 Nox Troopers, a good unit composition by him because right now he can sort of split against my crowd control. I can't just use one spell to CC all these things. These ones are dazed, which is very unfortunate for me, and yeah, right now it's going pretty hard for me to defend that. Am I Phantom to sort of get some additional stuff done, and this is a very, very good choice. Shadow Phoenix. Nasty here, Shadow Phoenix into this. There's so many corpses around, this is going to be effective. This one comes back. Overload onto the MI Phantom, which is good, so I can't micro it. And the Phoenix just goes into this. And it comes back again, which is quite bad for me right now. Another Overloads. This one, okay. Nightcrawler still dies. He attacks the power. I'm quite low in power right now, which is not good for me because this wall is nearly done. And Corpse Explosion is going to finish it off. Very, very good offense by him. John Rick played that very well, I have to admit that. He used Shadow Phoenix and Corpse Explosion very well to snowball his advantage, where I made the mistake to sort of press too hard onto this power and I didn't get it down, which is sort of problematic for me because right now I'm behind, and as you can see he also has a little bit more power, but I have these 2 units. This void pool is much bigger though, so we'll get an advantage quite soon. What I'm doing right here is sending my MI Phantom right to this spot here to sort of secure a tier 3 position. Also I can be sort of safe that he can't attack me pretty fast because his base is right here and I have crowd control to sort of intercept any type of attack right here. So I make these bold call, even though I'm behind, to take this second power to sort of get some of my, to get rid of my disadvantage. He actually tries to attack immediately by using Nightcrawlers and Dark Elf Assassins because right now he has more power in his void pool than me. But I actually got the advantage of spawning undazed units right here and using my crowd control against his shadow units. Right now this one is frenzied, so I'll try to micro my units and save them. The MI Phantom actually should intercept the Shadow Mage. Unfortunately my Hurricane was pretty badly placed here. Doesn't hit these Dark Elf Assassins, so my MI Phantom dies without killing the Shadow Mage. Good motivate by him here onto his frenzied Nightcrawler, so he gets even more damage onto this.
Assassins ready to die.
But right now I have a good amount of units, so I can push him back, and even though he was like pretty far ahead up to this point, I actually got 30 power back right here by just taking another power well. And now I try to sort of pressure him by taking another one to stay ahead here, because he took this one here. Right now I have to be a little bit more careful because this wall distance is quite close. So I really need to pay attention if he wants to sort of pressure me too hard. I'm not sure if he's waiting for a harvester right now, but that would actually be not that hard to defend on this map. Nasty right here. This was not that good, this Nasty. I actually couldn't. If I had Nasty that one's a little bit earlier, I think the Shadow Phoenix would come back. But right now this base is entirely clean. This Shadow Mage dies. And right now he plays the Harvester. He has so much power that he wants to press right now and win off that. But I think this was actually not a good move, because Shadow Nature has quite a good way to defend single Harvester without any support, which is Dark Elf Assassin spam with Ensnaring Roots. As you can see, I'll just root him down and focus him with my Dark Elf Assassins right now. He'll take some damage. Even though I was far behind on power, I had 2 Dark Elf Assassins, so 100 power, and he had 300, which is way more. I'll be able to sort of get a lot of stuff done before he gets even close to my wall. And my Phantom is used to slow him down further, and we just use the Oink here. And this is going to be the CC chain. As you can see, Ensnaring Roots, the cooldown is done again. He tries to use the port to catch my Dark Elf Assassins, but here's the next route. And like this, I'm going to defend against this Harvest Star. Actually down below half HP right now. And he also has to spend life weavings to support him and to keep him alive. Knight of Chaos is going here. Probably he's trying to nasty it or something like that to get rid of my Dark Elf Assassins, not sure. He actually has to retreat here. So I actually try to kill this. Ability doing not too much. So right now I'm actually even again. But this Corpse Explosion was huge. This was huge. This really saved him right here. I was pretty close of sort of getting the control over this game again. But this Corpse Explosion was excellent. 3 power wells now on both sides. I'm at 200 power, he's at 83, but he still has his Harvester on the board. So right now I would actually say both of us are even again. So I think this is a very close match. I actually decide to go tier 3 by now, which may be a little bit too early, but I want to get rid of this Harvester. And yeah, I root this one early because I actually think he tried to move with his Nightcrawler to my orb to port the Harvester to my power well and my orb, so I can't use the crowd control chain to keep him away from my buildings. My tier 3 is almost finished. I've got 200 power, which is sort of okay. Oh yeah, I nearly missed the port right here. That's actually what I expected him to do, and now he actually gets to do damage onto my orb. Corpse Explosion, nasty. Completely demolished my base. But at least I actually have my Ash Vampiro alive again. But I can't heal him sadly because he actually got my Nature Orb. And that's something I realized right here. So I have to get this orb again. What I'm also trying to do is keeping this position, because this is the closest position for him to go tier 3. Otherwise he has to walk up here to get this orb, and this would take some time, so it would keep me a little bit safer. The Ashborn is doing good work at helping me to defend for a while. Good frenzy by him actually, otherwise this Ashborn would not have died. So John is applying still a good amount of pressure, and next Harvester immediately here to instantly punish this orb before I can use my crowd control again, which is very good. He wants this orb down, as you can see. Already used the Shadow Mage ability, so this is why I actually give this orb up, because I know this Harvester is going to die and there's no way I can keep this orb. And right now this Harvester dies, So I actually lost control over this position, but I tried to sort of use my Ash Bones to apply pressure because John is still tier 2. This one's... I hope he has not the power. Okay, he has not 300 power to play another Harvester. I think that would have been lethal right here. But I tried to sort of establish this position, or this one, to get my tier 3 orb back and distract with these Ash Bones, because they are hard to defend with just tier 2. Yeah, I'll use the Nightcrawler here to defend. He has to play a lot of units to defend my Ash Bones. Tier 3 coming in by me here. I motivated this one because he has spent all his power right here, and therefore this one actually was alone. But what I didn't realize is that he plays both Knight of Chaos affinities, so this one's the blue one. The one he used over here was the purple affinity against my Dark Assassins, which is quite annoying for my Ashbone. Very good nasty to finish him off, because my Nature Orb was nearly done, so I could have used Surge of Light to keep pressure onto this orb, and he was still tier 2, so that was a very good reaction by him. So Shadow Mage coming in, 1, 2, 3 mages, another Knight of Chaos, because he tries to get rid of my Ashbone before it gets out of base. This is quite close here, I nearly had the power to heal. Cultist Master dealing with this attack entirely. Since he was sort of distracted to defend this, he actually didn't pay attention to his mages and the Knight of Chaos, so I got rid of them. Which is quite good for me, and John realizes if he keeps in tier 2, I'm going to sort of overwhelm him at some point of time, so he actually gets his third Shadow Orb. So he sort of actually could play something like Satanal or Voidstorm to get rid of my army. I'm playing a Shadow Insect in the meantime, because this Shadow Mage can't knock back this one. It's steadfast, which is good to get this well under pressure. And right now I'm attacking with an Ashbone here, because right now he's at 230 power. So he has a lot of power to do stuff, but his tier 3 is just finished now. So yeah, okay. This Satanal cleared this base, but I still have the Cultist Master here and the Shadow Insect here to apply pressure. This one's down right here, and this attack is going on too. And my Ashbones are going to defend this as well as they can. Cultist Master, Nightcrawlers here. Life Leading to support this attack. This one actually gets retreated, so it doesn't die to the Nightcrawler. I really need to hold against the Satanal, which is quite hard because this guy is quite strong. The aura runs out, so I can't place something here to kill it in the end. Shadow Insect still running, Cultist Master retreating. He actually saved the Satanal and uses blood healing. As you can see, he's very powerful. It's immediately full life again. I think I used the heal to keep my Shadow Insect alive. So right now it's still quite interesting. Even though he sort of destroyed a lot of monuments by me and also got this power well down, right now I'm at 4 power wells and he's at 2. So if this match is going to last longer, I'm going to get a big advantage out of this. But he still has this attack going on, and this is hard to defend. And this is an interesting offensive aura by him. And right now he actually waits until his Satanal is low to play another one to completely annihilate my Ashbone Pyros. This was excellent. Also, this aura was perfectly placed, since his one actually was out of the radius. This is actually a very good play by him. Very good use of Aura of Corruption. So this one dies, but I still have to sort of deal with that. Great Corpse Explosion. So this base is quite low and it seems like it's going to go down, so I actually think there's not much to do. Cultist Master trying to defend this, and still got my Cultist Master here, but I immediately realized that there's no way of defending this, especially right now. I think he used another Corpse Explosion to sort of explode everything right here. So I realized I have to get this orb back again to get my tier 3. And right now both of us are back on 2 worlds again, so still very close. So Satanal attack going on here. Ashborn is about to reach my orb soon, but that's actually fine because I have my Shadow Insect, which is going to defend this. As you can see, the ability is very powerful against L units, and it has no cost, so it's very good. I'll use the Oink to get rid of the Ashborn because it's supported. Satanal attacking here. I actually rooted before it can attack my orb. Losing the power well right now would be okay, but losing the orb would be very, very bad for me. I'm just spamming Cultist Masters because they are very cost effective and I don't have a lot of power. You try to keep them away with a port, but it's going to be hard. But blood healing is so powerful. It's insane. This heal is massive. But on the other side, I actually try to get his orb down to sort of lighten up the pressure here. And I have a lot of Cultist Masters here. Even though he uses a lot of buffs, this Satanal is low again. And at the same time, I got this orb down. So right now I actually have the pressure. These units are going to attack right here. And these Cultist Masters will be able to attack this orb soon. So I actually have to push right now because this orb actually dropped, this attack is defended. Right now it's my push to win the game. And actually I have to admit this was very close and this could have gone either way, right there. He actually tries to use sort of defend with Knight of Chaos against that, but I'll just use my Oink. Affects my own units if they are affected by the Knight of Chaos ability. But yeah, right now I'm using my Cultist Masters to pressure down this orb, but there's no way this is going to be defended, and yeah, this orb drops and right now he's tier 1 and leaves the game. I think it was very interesting to play because it was one of the closest games I've played in the beta stage, and yeah, I think John is a very good player and it was fun to play this match, even though it's actually quite old, I think. But yeah. So I'm going to upload this video quite soon and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, that's about it. Bye!